Hello everyone, I'm Tobias, and we are back with another quest guide. Today we're doing Throne of Miscellania, in which we will help rule a kingdom, because the king currently cannot do so himself. We will see shortly why. Okay, so for requirements, you need to complete 2 quests. Hero's Quest, doesn't matter which side, could be Black Arm Gang or Phoenix Gang, doesn't matter, just have that done. And also the Frenetic Trials. You also need with you 1 iron bar, 1 regular log, any non-silver ring, so it's just 1 to give, so you will not get this back. You could just use a basic gold ring. You cannot use Onyx, Dragonstone, Explorer, Beacon, Perfect, in quotation, Nature, Pineapple, Frenetic, or Ancient rings. Those will not work. So stick to the plain vanilla gold ring and you'll be fine. You also need any flowers to give as well, so you also lose this. You can just use the basic assorted flowers. You cannot use Trollwise, Marigold, Nasturtiums, or White Lily flowers. So same thing, plain vanilla. Alright, so based on your character's gender, which is just male or female, if you're a male character like I am, you will need any bow to give, so you also will lose this as well, such as just a regular short bow. And the reason why you're gonna lose all of this is because you're actually gonna use all of this to help court a prince/princess, depending on your gender. So if your character is female, you will need 1 whole cake, basic whole cake, or chocolate cake. I think the chocolate cake also has to be whole. You can't use pieces of a cake. That's kind of rude. Because once more, you're going to use these items to court someone. So if you're female, you're trying to court the prince. If you're male like I am, you're trying to court the princess. So yeah, that's what it is. And you also need any of the following listed below. I advise an axe. So for these items, these next 2 items helps you gain support from the people. So the ruler, the co-ruler of the kingdom will be you. You need to court the relevant prince/princess, and then to show the people that you can actually do things and become useful, so that they respect and appreciate you as a co-ruler. So if your woodcutting level is greater than 45, you can use an axe, because you'll basically be chopping maple trees to gain some favor that way. If your farming is 10 or more and herblore level is 35 or more, you can use a rake. You basically patching away flax. That's another way to gain favor. Pickaxe to mine some coal ores, another way to gain favor. Harpoon, lobster pot, or barehanded to fish some fishes, another way to gain favor. Or you can bring like 2,000 to 300 coins, which will be used to buy a bunch of mixed flowers from the flower girl, and that is another way to gain favor. That's actually the fastest way to gain favor, is by buying a bunch of mixed flowers. Each flower is about 15 coins. And you need to do this about 153 times if you're starting from 25% favor to 75%. So that's the fastest way, although you have to do a lot of dialogue, because each time you buy a flower, you have to go through the entire dialogue again, and then again, and then again, and then again, and then again. So it can become very click intensive. I'm just going to use the axe because it's the most low-key one. Mining is also click intensive. Fishing can be click intensive. I think woodcutting is more AFK than the fishing. Rake is also medium intensive wise. Anyway, I'll show you each method and you kind of just choose whatever floats your boat. Anyway. roster and stuff, having this energy potion is very good. Because during this quest, you will have to move back and forth between Miscellania and Etceteria. Oh, here we are, yeah. So back and forth about, I think, 8 times in total. So it's a pretty long distance, you know. You can use standard potions if you want to be more, I guess, space efficient. Energy potions are pretty cheap. And then a way to actually get to Miscellania itself, which I just showed you. You can use a Camelot teleport tablet to, Camelot Castle there, and just walk your way all the way north into, take this boatway here, straight to Miscellania. It's a very long walk. I don't think you can use the Ring of Wealth right now. I think after the quest, you unlocked this teleportation method. I'm not quite sure about that. So it's also fair rings too, CIP, if you want to do it that way. And whatever have you, okay. Alright, so to start this quest, you only want one inventory for the entire quest, which is very nice. Yeah, so make sure you have the appropriate stuff if you're a male character versus a female character, because we'll use these items to help court the prince/princess appropriately very shortly. So anyway, make your way to Miscellania. You can follow me, which is basically Camelot teleport tablets to Camelot. And from Camelot, just run your way all the way to Valeka, and then take the boat right here, straight to Miscellania. I don't think you can use this Ring of Wealth teleportation method right now. Probably after the quest you can. There's also Fair Ring CIP as well. I think that's an I. And here we are. If you forget an item, you can also use a bag on Etceteria, the other half of the island. Once you're here, head your way into the castle in the west area. We'll enter inside of here. And head upstairs in the south room. It's very nice music, actually. Very fitting. And then enter into the center room. Oh, 2 goals there. My name is Jagar. Will you not let me through? You must prove your worth by showing me by gaining passage into the Heroes Guild. I am a member of the Heroes Guild. Is that not? Am I worthy now? Then you may pass. Okay, thanks. So that should be a nice screenshot. Let me just do that. Yeah, that. Moving. Oh man, come on, man. You ruined the whole thing for me, man. I'm gonna go, and that's pretty good. Actually, maybe right here. Yeah, sorry about this. Let me just get this out of the way. Yeah, that's funny. That's pretty good. Yeah. Alright. Who are you? You can see these guys, a giant yeti. Right now, anyway. Who seeks the alliance with the king? Jakar, your majesty, I come in search of a quest. It pleases me to see such enthusiasm. I was once an adventurer like yourself. I would roam the lands in search of also adventure, strike down mighty foes with a single blow. Unfortunately, I was too daring and attempted to brave the Icelands when I met my match. I barely survived. I was cursed for the rest of my life to stay into this yeti form, which leaves me incapable of ruling this kingdom. And that is why I'm looking for an exceptional soul as the regent, co-ruler of this fair kingdom. Okay. I think Miscellania is good in my hands. Ha ha ha, not so yet, man. You have to prove yourself. You must first demonstrate that you are a good warrior, and also understand politics. We have been at war with the neighboring Etceteria over there. kingdom for hundreds of years. I think both of us have lost our appetite for hostilities. This may be an opportunity for peace. Okay, not too bad. And of course, it's also one more matter to discuss. By miscellaneous tradition, one may not become a regent of the kingdom unless in the trust of the royal family. You must marry one of my children to gain the trust. And then, here, huh? So, since I'm a male, I have to choose Princess Astrid. I think if you're a male and you try to choose Prince Astral or I guess no, Prince Brand, I don't think it's gonna work. Anyway, and you say this is a mere formality. Yes. Alright, and that's what it is. So if you're a female, choose Prince Brand. If you're a male, choose Princess Astrid. Alright, so I'm going to marry Princess Astrid in this next session. I don't think the order matters in which you have to do this. Making peace versus like getting married first doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna get this out of the way. So Princess Astrid is in the north room here, and then once I do this, I'll show you how to do the Prince Brand part over there. So just bear with me for a moment. Enter inside. Alright, so talk to her and basically kind of court her. Good day, sir. Good day, Your Royal Highness. As I'm sure you're aware, your father, the king, is needing someone to help rule him. You have to earn my approval. Correct. Alright, well, it's not easy to impress me. I take it you are not especially inspired by any of them. Your other suitors. Nope. Alright, so now basically you have to talk to her and kind of like agree with her throughout. Tell me about your other admirers. They never cease to harass me, they swarm me around, trying to get my attention. Perhaps I should use them for target practice. So now kind of choose the one that is most positive, agreeing wise. Ha 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 ha. I could hold them still for you to shoot at. Oh my god, yes. Alright, and then continue onwards. So you practice archery. Tell me about that bow you have mounted on the wall right there. Yes, my father thinks my father thinks archery is a cowardly art. Although I find it more than just a bow and quiver. It is more to me. Archery is a noble art. Very noble, super noble. I'm glad to hear. And then continue onwards. What do you think of Advisor Grimm? He's a bit scary, but he's always so nice. He's been very helpful as well. Ah, my father made a wise choice choosing him. Good day, sir. Good day, Your Highness. And this is the end of the dialogue. Alright, so once you have reached the end of the first set of dialogue, we're gonna give her flowers. Here you go, flowers. Oh, these are me, really? Yes, they are. Thank you, they're lovely. And then we're also going to dance her using a dance emoji. Impressive, I think. Impressive, I like someone who knows how to dance. Alright, so now continue on the second set of dialogue. You are perhaps more interesting than I thought. Oh, I don't know your name yet. Jakar, Your Highness. Okay. You may call me Princess Astrid. Very well, Princess. What's the history of these islands? Nothing very fancy. Until my father declared war on Etceteria, the other kingdom. Why did he do that? Queen Sigrid insulted him. What happened next? He realized that neither of us had an army. And continue onwards. What would you do if you ruled this kingdom? Very little. I might try to set up trade with other islands, commerce. That's a great idea. Thank you. Continue onwards. Are you so interested in archery? I'm not sure. Even when I was little, I always have been fascinated by archery. I'm quite fond of it myself. I have level 90 archery. It's good to know someone who shares my interests. You don't actually need I guess any archery level. It's just a passing remark. Anyway, so now we have done that. Continue onwards, and now we're back to the end of the second set. So now give her the bow. Here's a short bow for you. Enjoy. Alright. And now the last set of dialogues continue. Actually, the third set. There's one more after this. I must admit, I'm going quite fond of you, Jakar. My, could it be that I have succeeded where so many have failed, earning your trust? Not yet, my dear. So once she calls you dear or darling, and you call her darling, you blow her a kiss emoji. Aren't you the charmer? And then one more set of dialogue to go through. What do you think of your brother? We don't always get along. I'm sure he's a very nice guy at heart. And what a great bard musician he makes. Haha, quite a bard he is. Onwards. Oh dear, what do you think of Miscellania? A lovely little country. I'm glad you like it. Continue onwards. Do you go out into battle often? Nope. I sometimes go hunting. I suppose you don't have much chance to do so. Exactly. Continue onwards. Hello dear, hello my princess, and that's the end of it. That's the end of that set of dialogue. Now give her the gold ring. Is this for me really? Yes? A gift for you, and then marry her. Would you like to marry me? I never thought to ask. Of course I'll marry you. Well, we'll have to put up the actual ceremony until we can find a priest, etc. However, you can tell my father I agree to your proposal. So that is the end of getting married with Princess Astrid. Alright, if you're a female and you have to get married to Prince Brand, enter the south room over here. And it's kind of the same thing, except he's a guy. So talk to him, go through the set of dialogues, flatter him. So basically just choose the most positive response. Agree to hear his poem, and then once you have heard his poem, select "Be Still My Heart," and then once you finish that dialogue, you want to perform either a clap or a cheer emoji. So cheer emoji right there, clap emoji somewhere here. Oh my god, clap emoji. This is kind of embarrassing. Clap emoji. There we go, clap emoji, yeah. So that's the first set of dialogue. And now I'm back. Sorry about it guys, my recording crashed. So that was the first set of dialogue, and once you have finished that, give him your flowers. And then say yes, that's for him. And then continue on the second set of dialogue, continue flattering him, and then agree to hear his saga. And then talk to him more, and then continue flattering him throughout the conversation. Then you finish that set of dialogue when it basically kind of just loops again. And then when there's nothing else to kind of talk about. Then you give him your cake, your whole chocolate cake or whole regular cake. And once you've done that, you want to perform the blow kiss emoji when he calls you my darling. So now you guys are very affectionate. And then once you finish that, give him your ring and say yes to his questions, and get him married. If he says he cannot take the ring, continue to flatter him, and then once you finish at the end of that dialogue, try again. So that's how you would do it for Prince Brand, similar to Princess Astrid. Alright, so once you have gotten married to one of his children, head back and we'll talk to Advisor Grimm on how to make peace with Etceteria. How do I make peace with Etceteria? Talk to the Queen. Very straightforward. Okay, so now exit the castle. Exit the castle. Head to the other side, up the ladder in the south room. Once you're upstairs, head to the main room and talk to Queen Sigrid. Hello, your majesty. Have you come for a particular reason? I'm busy. I wish to propose that we make peace with the other side, Miscellania. Oh man. I always wanted to be a princess when I was a girl. Now I have too much responsibilities, okay? Your Majesty, I've been sent by King Vargas to negotiate a treaty of peace. Don't make me laugh. Last time we met, I called him a pompous old fool. He promptly declared war, claiming the island of Etceteria belongs to Miscellaneous. When he realized neither of us had an army, he was ever so angry. And then he just set off to the Icelands to prove me wrong and came back as a Yeti. Alright, so I shall go and ask him to officially recognize Etceteria. So now just head back to King Vargas on the other side of the island. Your Majesty, how are you going on? She says she will agree to make a peace treaty as long as Miscellania officially recognizes Etceteria as a sovereign nation. You can tell her I recognize it as soon as she changes her national anthem. Why is that? It's insulting. The title of her anthem is "You're stupid, we're the best." I see. Alright, so now I'll go back to Queen Sigrid on the other side. Have you talked to Vargas? Yes. The king says to change your anthem and we're good to go. It's a great anthem. Listen. You're stupid, we're the best, Etceteria beats the rest, and Queen Sigrid is very pretty. King Vargas is a fool. Hey, nani. He insisted it to be changed, Your Majesty. Alright, fine. You have to find a bar to do it though. We don't have one here. Too expensive. Alright, so go back to King Vargas' location because Prince Braid, his son, is a bard. Alright, once you're back here, head to Prince Bram's room, the south room here, and talk to him. I need you to compose a new anthem for Etceteria. Alright, let's go. Take your time. No problem, I'm done here, listen. Etceteria, oh what a great country it is. Etceteria, so I wrote a song about it. It's somewhere in the sea, and it looks very nice. If it weren't for your ancestors, it wouldn't be there at all. And when things aren't going too well, we sing this lovely song, and then we all feel so much better. It won't take very long. Enjoy. That's lovely. So this is a very bad anthem, awful anthem. What we're going to do instead is talk to Advisor Grimm and have him fix this up. Your Prince Brad made a new anthem, it's terrible, fix it for me, thanks. Alright, here we go. Alrighty. And that's about that. So now we have, let's see, go to his dialogue. Yeah, exit his dialogue, come on. There we go, finally. To make sure you fully exit the dialogue, otherwise you have to re-talk to him again. So now we have a good anthem. So let's deliver this. So now go back to the Queen with the good anthem. Have you found a new anthem? Here it is. Alright, let's see. Etceteria of our country, we are proud. Etceteria, let all sing his name out loud. Rising high above the water, the Jew of the north, our mothers and our fathers, to build this land came forth. And in those times of darkness, sing praises of our land, and in our hearts we can be sure our victory is at hand. Excellent! Alright, here's the treaty I have agreed. Please give it to the king. So now I head back to King Vargas with the treaty. Your Majesty, how goes it? Here is the treaty waiting your signature. I can't use a regular pen. I need a special pen, big enough for me to use. Alright. So we're gonna make him a special pen. You can use it. Exit the castle, and we're gonna go to the north area here, specifically into this building with the animal icon on the minimap, and talk to Derek, who is, I guess, the local blacksmith. Alright. Good day, sir. I have a slightly strange request. The king needs a big enough pen for him to use to write. Can you make me a nib of the right size? What sort of size? The size of the helm would work. I need 1 iron bar, so give him 1 iron bar. Here you go. Enjoy. And there's 1 giant nib pen. Once you have this, use your regular log on it to get yourself a giant pen. Now deliver the giant pen to the king. Your Majesty, here is the giant pen. Enjoy. Excellent, and now with a flourish I shall sign this treaty to end the rivalry between both kingdoms. So how goes the marriage? It works. She will marry me. Excellent, excellent. Grim tells you that the population is not very supportive of outsiders. Perhaps you should try to gain their support before we proceed. Alright. Okay, so the last section of this quest is getting the public support, because we are a outsider and they don't really trust us right now, righteously. So there's a couple ways to do this. You need at least 75% support from the public. If you don't know what your support level is, you can talk to Advisor Grimm and he'll tell you. You can also just kind of like view the journal, the quest journal. When you have reached 75% or more, that'll basically be crossed off, and you can move on to the last step. So you start with 25% support unless you have killed someone, such as I don't know, like a Ragnar or some kind of like a local citizen, or you're stolen from their stalls. So if you steal like a food stall, cake stall, you lose support. That's how it works. To gain support, if you continue to do that, if you continue to kill people and steal from them, you will continue to lose support. To gain support, you can do a couple of things. Each action gives you about 0.33 support, I guess, favor gained. So to go from 25% to 75% takes about 153 actions. It's pretty a lot, yeah. So there's a couple of things you can do. Number 1, you can buy mixed flowers from the flower girl in a stall here. You can talk to her, buy for 15 coins, and there you go. You get some mixed flowers. That gives you some support. That's the fastest way to do this, although it's very click intensive. You have to click to allow dialogue, so I don't recommend doing it. That's one way you can gain support. It will take you about 2,300 coins to do it this way, strictly. Number 2, you can try to rake the hell outside the castle and rake these patch and herbs, and then you gain some some support. Thanks. See, so that gives you some support to be gained. So that's something else you can do. So likewise, the herbs. Thanks. There we go. So that's it. So that's 2. Number 3, you can mine some coal ores over here. Head way back to the area by the desert. Using your pickaxe, you can like mine some of this coal ore. There we are. Yeah, it takes some time compared to like farming. I guess it depends on your mining level too. I'm level 72 and with a dragon pickaxe still takes a long time. Jesus Christ, come on, man. There we go. Thanks. See, so that's another way you can do it. I don't recommend doing this because it's very click intensive. I mean, farming is probably a better choice than that for, I guess, AFK-ness. Alright, and another thing you can do is chop down these maple trees using your axe, which is what I will be doing. So that's number 3. This is your third choice. Each time you succeed, you get a thanks and some favor. The last thing you can do is fish. Head your way, to the docks in the middle over here. You can fish, lobsters. You can harpoon. You can use barehanded. It's okay as well. So let's see here, harpoon. You can harpoon, and basically you will also gain some favor. Some support. This is pretty slow as well, yeah. Yeah, aside from, I guess, woodcutting, farming is probably the next kind of most AFK-able, so this just takes way too long. And there you go, Boom, you give some fish to the guy, you get some favor. So those are your options. I'm gonna go chop down the wood until I eventually have this crossed off. That's how I know I'm done. I'm not gonna talk to Advisory Rim because it's too far away. So I'll come back when I'm done. Doing it this way takes about, I think, 20 minutes or something like that. Oh, and we are done. And as I expected, it took about 20 minutes, 19 minutes. So anyway, so I was talking to this other character, you don't even know his name. Essentially, we were talking about, different methods. So he was at 33%. I told him that it takes about 20 minutes to do wood cutting. Farming maybe slightly faster. Mixed flowers are the best, etc. so forth. So anyway, you should watch my video guide. Just kidding. So once you're done, head back to King Vargas to wrap things up. Your Majesty, my left arm has grown very strong from cutting all the trees, and Advisory Agreement tells me that you are well favored in the population. Glad to have you as a ruler. Alright. We are here gathered to witness the rise of a new hero to the regency of the Kingdom of Miscellania. To continue the work of our great King Vargas, who is unfortunately no longer able to rule due to his condition. By the powers invested in me by the Miscellaneous Constitution, I declare thee, Jakar, to be the new regent of this fair kingdom. May you bring success and prosperity to Miscellania and to every one of his people. And is that it? That is all. Quest completed, goes at 1 quest point, and management of Miscellania. I have no idea what the management of Miscellania actually entails. I think it's just like a title, like Jakar of Jakar for the Femnics. Once you finish the Femnic trials, you have the title Jakar or whatever. It's the same thing here. You make it like discounts or something when you shop at the stalls. Now that you are a ruler, and maybe some free perks like, I guess, free gift box, whatever have you. No idea. So anyway, hope you guys and gals enjoyed. See you all in another quest guide.